For hundreds of years, humanity could only dream of visiting and ultimately living on another planet. Mars One is a daring initiative by people with vision and imagination. This project seems to me to be a great way to fulfill dreams of mankind's expansion into space.
I remember playing with my space Legos as a child, dreaming of the day the first astronaut would step on another planet. I have wanted to go to Mars for as long as I can remember. Arno and I started Mars One because this dream is still alive within us. We want to step out of the hatch and experience a new frontier, to pick up rocks that have never been picked up before. If you dream of the day that humans walk on another planet, this is your chance to be part of mankind's first mission to Mars.
The goal of Mars One is the permanent settlement of Mars, beginning with a 4-person crew in 2025, followed by additional crews arriving every 2 years. We are blessed to have in our team top scientists, suppliers and leaders, and we are prepared to make this mission reality.
We are all explorers. Our mission is empowering scientists, adventurists and explorers to live this dream. We're breaking down barriers by enabling everyone, including you, to participate in space exploration. This can be your mission to Mars.
In this Indiegogo campaign, we ask for your help in the first ever private mission to Mars and our first step in establishing a human outpost there. This campaign will pay for the technology studies for our first unmanned mission in 2018, which will demonstrate hardware for the human mission in 2025. The lander we sent to Mars in 2018 will be built by Lockheed Martin, a worldwide leader in aerospace technology and the organization that provided much of the critical technology for the past NASA missions to Mars.
The 2018 robotic lander mission we're studying for Mars One will utilize much of the proven design of NASA's successful Phoenix lander. This is going to be the first private mission to Mars. Lockheed Martin is very excited to have been contracted by Mars One to conduct a mission concept study for such an ambitious project. Having been the spacecraft manager on the Phoenix mission, I can tell you landing on Mars is a challenge and a thrill, and this is going to be a really exciting mission.
Our lander is not big enough to bring everyone to Mars, but we do promise you a front row seat. By supporting our campaign, you can attend our 2018 spacecraft launch or virtually travel to Mars with your own Mars selfie, a personalized photo from Mars. And how about a small replica of the Mars One lander to show off to your friends? Or perhaps you'd like to have your name printed on the landing parachute. We are providing you some absolutely amazing options to join our campaign. We can't wait for you to join us and be part of the most exciting event in the history of humankind.
So please contribute to our mission to Mars. Let's take charge of manned space exploration. Mars One will inspire our children and all future generations. And you have the opportunity to take part in this historic mission. This is the next giant leap for mankind. Your contribution, large or small, will help turn this dream into reality. Thank you for making this happen.
Astronauts on long interplanetary trips will face at least 2 kinds of radiation hazards. The first is a more or less constant but relatively low dose from sources outside of our solar system. Exploding stars, black hole jets, spinning pulsars, and others. These are called galactic cosmic rays, GCRs for short, and they're very energetic. It would be hard to build enough mass into any spacecraft to protect crew members from them. But they're relatively few and far between. The other radiation risk comes from the sun. Coronal mass ejections, often associated with stormy flares, create volleys of nasty solar energetic particles. SEPs, they're called. Sometimes the sun is quiet. Other times it can get quite tempestuous. The good news is, standard spacecraft shielding is much more effective at stopping SEPs energized by the sun's tantrums. But amidst all this, how will people on deep space missions fare?
2, 1.
On November 26, 2011, the Mars Science Lab mission, with its Curiosity rover, was dispatched across the ocean of space to the fourth planet from the Sun. It carried a radiation assessment detector, nicknamed the RAD, to make detailed measurements of the threats that humans will face. Assuming it would take about 180 Earth days to get to Mars, double that to go round trip, the RAD instrument has found that astronauts could get more than the currently accepted lifetime career dose of radiation just during the crossings to and from the Red Planet. And depending on how habitats on Mars are designed and shielded, explorers could get much more radiation, because Mars' thin atmosphere and weak magnetic field offers much less protection than we who evolved on Earth can live with. So does this imply that we humans are completely locked out of investigating and colonizing the space beyond Earth? Well, almost surely not. But if we're serious about going to Mars or deeper, a set of technological solutions will need to be found. For Space.com, I'm Dave Brody.